Texas boxing scene here with undefeated junior middleweight Alexis Bam Bam Balderas out of the Rio Grande Valley, San Juan, Texas. Welcome to the show, Alexis. It's good to have you on.
Thank you for having me, man.
It's my pleasure. How's camp going and how you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. Getting the hang of how to cut weight a little bit better now, so I'm not as drained as I used to be when I started off. I know I don't have too much experience, but it helps. It helps a little bit once you start, getting in tune. But it's going good. Camp's going good right now. I'm not too much far off weight. I'm only about 9 pounds off. So really, that's a day of work. If I really wanted to cut it, I'll cut it. But that's where we're at right now. Trying to stay strong. I know Milton Banks is pretty strong guy. He looks strong.
You said, is the fight at 54 or is that a catch weight or what weight is the fight at?
No, this one's actually gonna be at 54, I believe. I have had a few fights at catch weight at 150, so I could get lower, but I mean, I'm so active, I just really don't get the full camps to hit 47. If I wanted to, I can, you know what I mean, with 2 months of preparation. But I'm already 28, man, so I'm just, staying active as much as possible. So 54 for now is good with not so much, time to cut.
So I want to start from the beginning, right? You're 3-0 now. You've looked good in a lot of your performances. You should be 4-0. You got one win wiped away by the commission.
Yes.
But you've looked good so far. When did you get into boxing? And talk about your start in boxing, when you started and when you decided to turn pro.
Oh man, it was about 2-3 years ago, man. I started off. And the funny thing is, I I started off as a heavyweight, man. I was about 250 pounds, bro. I was lost. I don't know where I was headed in life. I was just, I just wanted to fight. I felt like that was the way out to, remain sane and have some type of sanity. It's kind of, some people might not think about it, man, but boxing is pretty much the closest thing you can do to get closer to God without you really knowing. So, naturally, it just kept me. It just changed my life, man. It changed my life a lot. Like I said, I started off as a heavyweight, and actually, my first, I only have about, I think, 4 amateur fights, which was like 2 years ago. Like 3 of them recently were like 8 months ago type of thing, the last. But my first heavyweight amateur fight was at 215 versus somebody really heavy. And it's funny that Christian was actually Christian Schmuck. I'm not sure how you say his last name.
Schmidt.
Yeah, he was actually refereeing that show, and he was the one there. He saw my first fight as an amateur, as a heavyweight, so he can vouch for that also. So that was kind of cool, man. My first fight as an amateur, I scored a knockdown and stuff like that. It was crazy, man, but I ran into some trouble and stuff like that. So really, I was incarcerated for a couple years, man. And to be honest, I haven't been boxing long, but as soon as I came out, I decided to go pro, man, and I cut all that weight. I got ready for that fight. There was an opportunity, and I was going into San Antonio pretty much an underdog. I was in there to be a punching bag, but little did they know mentally I was on another level, or I've been on a different level ever since I came out. So really, it was a tough fight. I felt like I won the fight. You know how it is being out of town, stuff like that.
I want to ask you about that. You fought Sylvester Quinones, who trains with Robert Garcia. He's part of one of the premier camps in all the sport, right? He trains out in California. He's from Hill Country.
Most definitely.
I mean, you were going in there to lose. Does that play on your psyche at all? I mean, you go in there like, I'm no peace sign. I'm not here to lose. How does that play on your mindset going into the
Well,
fight?
at first, I really didn't know too much about the B side and this and that. So, I just wanted to fight, man. I just saw an opportunity. My coach told me about it. I mean, he believed in me, and I believed in myself. So I mean, why not?
So
And it was kind of crazy. Like after you think about it and start, learning a little bit of how the boxing works. So, but it was a good experience, man. Like I said, I felt like I won. He actually asked me for a rematch, and I felt like I didn't need to give him one because I felt like I won. So for him to
yeah,
ask me that, how that, just the conscience of the other person.
if you have a rematch, y'all should have it in the Valley. You went to San Antonio to fight him. He should come
Yeah,
to the
most
Valley to fight
definitely.
you.
And it would have to be, I mean, and honestly, it would have to be a 6 or 8 round fight, to be
Yeah.
honest. I don't see myself fighting 4 rounders too much anymore, or so
The
often anymore.
the Rio Grande Valley has really come alive. There's been a lot of great fighters coming out of the Rio Grande Valley in recent years. Starting with the Figueroa brothers, Omar and Brandon. Then there's Omar Juarez. There's the Boca Negra brothers. I just
Yep.
spoke with Sammy Castaneda. There's yourself. What's going on in the Rio Grande Valley where all of these top-notch fighters are all coming out at about the same time?
I don't know, man. I feel like there's a fire burning out there, man. I feel like the light is just being shared, and it's being distributed, bro. And I guess people feed off of that, and people see that, and I feel like they gravitate towards that, and feel an urge not to want to get left behind. So they're naturally, they might not know why the fire is in them, but it's just there's an energy out here, man, right now, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's good, man. It's good out here, man. The Valley's doing good things. Like you said, Omar, Brandon, they were a big inspiration to me, and I feel like I've been putting in the work and the energy as well, like I said, and I feel like everybody's everybody's gravitated to grind, bro, when they see it. And I've been grinding, man, and I've been trying to share this energy. I'm not sure if some people feed off of it or not, but I feel like I've been playing a big role in that, and I mean, I'm just thankful for everybody that's been there, and been able to open the doors up. And sometimes you got to open up the doors yourself, man.
Sometimes you got to
You
kick
got to
them
take.
open, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. You can't. You gotta. It's you, man. It's you. It's you. It's
So you
nobody else
come
but you.
you return on February 18th in Corpus Christi, not too far from the Valley, a couple hours, maybe two and a half
It's,
hours from the
it's
Valley.
yeah.
You're gonna have some fans. You're gonna have some hometown fans who make the trip to see you fight.
I actually I'm taking the whole gym out there. I'm taking all the kids out there so they can go experience the atmosphere. All the kids at the gym and stuff like that. I haven't
Oh,
told them. I was actually supposed to tell them yesterday, but that I kind of took a nap, so I got my workout late, so I couldn't head to the gym. But I was today so they could experience it, and like I said, be moved by it, positively.
so February 18th, you're fighting Milton Banks, who's from the Houston area. How much do you know about your opponent, and what are you expecting? And have you gotten to see
Uh,
any
I
footage on
saw
him?
a few of his footage. I mean, I'm not gonna just talk down, or I'm just gonna keep it real though. I mean, I didn't see anything too special after. I didn't even know who he was, and I said yes to the fight before I even checked him out. But that's just me. And I checked him out. I saw a few things, saw a few things that I liked. So I mean, I should be good. I don't expect too much from him, but I know he's tough and he comes forward. So anything can happen in the sport of boxing if you ain't ready and you're slacking off outside the ring. So I mean, I just got to be prepared mentally and spiritually. in and out the ring, before for everything to go good. And right now, everything's been going good. So, I mean, I did see a few of his footage, but there's not much on him. But we're ready for anything sparring with some very high quality professionals, man.
who have you been sparring with? Who have you been sparring with in the Isaac region?
I just recently took a trip out to Houston.
Okay.
The grind. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the gym, the grind.
Yeah.
Had an opportunity to go out there with some good people, man, and actually got in there with Quinn and Randall for a few rounds, man. Quick draw.
How was that? Good work?
Oh man, phenomenal, man. I learned a lot from just one session, man, and really that's what it takes to elevate your game, man. All it takes is a few rounds, man, and man, I picked up on something, man, from there, and it wasn't too many rounds, but guy has a lot of experience. Actually, he was the captain for like the Olympic teams or
Yeah.
something. I'm not sure what years he was, but standout amateur stuff like that. I didn't know actually.
So, wanted to ask you. You didn't start boxing till later. You got kind of a late start. But you picked it up really well, and you become a pretty good professional pretty quickly. I mean, did you pick it up quick? Was picking up boxing kind of easy for you? Was it kind of second nature? Alexis?